Happy New Year. We made it. We made it to 2021. There's a lot we could say about 2020, though there are some who think we shouldn't. And while I considered following Tyler Durden's advice, I'm going to talk about it anyway. It was a rough year. There's a reason that this was one of the most popular ornament ideas of the year. The main challenge of the year was, of course, COVID-19. The pandemic disrupted everything. From the relatively trivial consequences like my family having to cut our spring break trip short, to the sobering reality of more than 1/3 American lives lost, including some members of the ethical society community. Everyone was affected. Jobs were lost or changed. Educations were upended. Unfortunately, the government response was weak and disconnected. Masks became part of life, and so did mask holes, the people who just refused to wear them. Additionally, 2020 gave us the election season, many months of arguing with family and friends and muting the TV during commercial breaks to avoid yet another political ad. 2020 also brought the deaths of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Rayshard Brooks, and a lot of police brutality in the weeks of protests that followed. 2020 was a rough year, but we have reasons for hope as we look into the new year. Multiple COVID-19 vaccines have been approved, and some first responders and the most vulnerable have already been getting their shots. The election is over, and to my personal relief, the presidency of Donald Trump is at an end, and we will soon have an administration that will take COVID seriously. And more Americans marched for Black lives in 2020 than ever before. So, is everything going to be perfect? Well, no. COVID is still raging, and it will take months to get the vaccine to everyone who is willing to take it. I'm pretty far down the line myself. Yeah, there I am, at the back of the line. And while the party I personally support won some critical elections, they lost others. And the movement for Black lives and defund the police still have a long way to go. So, what does the new year really bring us? I don't know. No one does. As Yogi Berra might have said, it's tough to make predictions, especially about the future. But whatever the new year brings us, we'll still have each other for support, encouragement, celebration, and consoling. And maybe we'll get to do some of that in person. Happy New Year.